Welcome back to SourceFED, I'm Matt Lieberman. In China today, the city of Yumen in Gansu's northwestern province has been quarantined, trapping 30,000 people within its borders. The reason? A Yumen citizen has died of the Bubonic plague, also known as the Justinian plague or the Black Death, a bacterial infection that killed tens of millions of people across Europe in the 14th century. A man has died and 30,000 people are in danger of infection. This isn't something to make light of, but holy crap. When I was a kid, the Black Plague was the only disease anyone talked about. I mean, it was Black Plague, and then way down here you've got smallpox, measles, polio, and influenza. But 90% of that is Black Plague. It's why we're afraid of rats. They were among the chief carriers back in the day, and the epidemic's one of the worst human tragedies / darkest periods in history. The only silver lining to this horrible tragedy was that it was gone. So how did a man seemingly resurrect this once thought dead disease? The 38-year-old caught it from a dead marmot, a small furry mammal in the squirrel family. Since the first case was reported, there thankfully have not been any new cases, but the city will be quarantined until medical professionals are satisfied that the disease will not spread. Want me to throw a match onto this bundle of dry fearwood? No? You want a little water instead? Well, I got a little of both. According to a Lancet study from earlier this year, the Black Death could happen all over again. They said, if the Justinian plague could erupt in the human population, cause a massive pandemic, and then die out, it suggests it could happen again. Fortunately, we now have antibiotics that could be used to effectively treat plague, which lessens the chances of another large-scale human pandemic. CDC agrees with this assessment and says that modern antibiotics are effective in treating plague. But with air travel and modern technologies, it's easier to spread plague than ever before. Hopefully, we're able to combat it before we have a true pandemic on our hands. How do you feel about this story? Are you afraid of the Black Plague, or do you think, you know what, we have the technology, we have the biotics, we're fine? Let us know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm Matt Lieberman, and I am afraid of plague, and that's why I'm gonna go hide in a hole in the ground. I'll see you in 10 to 20 years.